What is that sound on the roof? It's science. Is that
the bells of science?
The bells of science.
It's Science Santa.
Yeah.
Oh, for people at home, Chris is in the studio. He's got a Santa suit on. He's got the big beard.
Yeah, he does.
I thought he was dressed as an elf.
Oh, look, don't get me started on elves,
Okay,
Stu.
okay.
No. It is the Lost in Science seasonal episode.
Seasonally appropriate.
Seasonally appropriate. I guess all our episodes are seasonally appropriate when you think about it, to the season to which they belong.
Yeah.
However, this is like, holiday season and Christmas specifically, I guess, in our particular part of the country, world, whatever. And we have a show to mark that occasion with vaguely Christmas-themed science.
Boy, do we have a show.
Vaguely Christmas, vaguely science. That's what we're about this week.
It's a Christmas half hour. I don't know. That's no different to any other half hour, but it is Christmassy.
It is. We'll see how we go. Look, my name is Chris, and later on I will be challenging Claire and Stu to a Christmas science quiz. We shall see how that goes. I'm pretty excited to see who's going to be the most science Christmas knowledge.
Who better to challenge us than Chris?
Exactly. Yeah, it is. Yes. And look, certainly I will say that, I want to talk about the relativity of Christmas time. The Christmas is very much increasing in this holiday season. I'll tell you that.
I was going to say, were you just going to ask us to guess your weight?
Yeah.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, as we
too
approach
good.
the speed of the festive lights. Stu, what have you got for us?
Well, I'm a bit of a fan of plants in general, and at Christmas time, there's a whole lot of plants that are symbolic of Christmas. But in Australia, none of them are really seasonally appropriate. They're all sort of things that are around at...
Even parasitic mistletoe?
Well, most of the species of mistletoe in Australia are not really closely related to the mistletoe from Europe that the mistletoe kissing tradition is based on.
Right.
So they're completely different again.
So we need to appropriate our plants? Or?
Yeah, I think we need to adapt some of those traditional Christmas plant icons and move on. And just, use the ones that look good in Australia at Christmas time because there's plenty of them.
Fair enough. I mean, we're just going to whack tinsel on them anyway, so what does it matter?
Yeah, that's right. Hide them under the tinsel. It's
That's
fine.
Okay. Claire, what have you got?
Well, everybody loves eating a prawn, maybe an oyster at Christmas. It is the Australian way. But I'm going to introduce you to some ocean Christmas creatures that you probably don't want to eat, but you should be celebrating nonetheless. Some Christmas-themed ocean life. Because why...
Can we send them a present? How do we help them?
How do we help them? You can just enjoy them. We can talk about them a little bit.
Visualize them.
You can visualize them.
Yeah.
Right, but don't eat them.
But I mean, maybe they taste good. But I think we should. Same as stew. We've got all these plants, but you've also got all these animals like reindeer.
Yeah.
We don't have them here.
No.
Talking snowmen.
What we do have is a lot of Christmas themed ocean life.
The obvious substitute for reindeer, clearly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Substitute for reindeer.
Because Santa in Australia comes by submarine,
Yeah.
drawn by undersea
Look,
creatures.
Yeah, he
Everyone
enters
in
the
the-
house through the pipes.
He's the Aqua
He
Santa.
comes out of the toilet.
Everyone in Australia is going to the beach and eating seafood. I just think we should spend a bit more time, thinking about the other vaguely Christmas-related animals around this time.
Okay, that's that, Claire.
Of the ocean.
You have fulfilled the mission for the vaguely Christmas. thing.
I've definitely fulfilled that mission.
Well, on with the vague show.
A lot of traditions around Christmas revolve around plants. Probably there's even a song about the holly and the ivy, which you might know.
I do not know that one.
You don't know the holly and the
but
ivy?
let's stick with the big guns.
Christmas
tree.
Yeah, your Christmas tree.
Yeah, but holly is a big gun. Come on.
Yeah.
Ivy. I've never heard of...
The holly and the ivy. It's a famous traditional Christmas song.
But the holly wins in that song, I think.
It's a competition.
Is it holly
Yeah.
versus ivy?
I think so.
Yeah. Holly v Ivy,
Yeah.
smackdown of the plant
That's
world.
Mistletoe, like I mentioned before.
Yeah, mistletoe is definitely, but as I said, none of the mistletoes that we have in Australia are the same as that mistletoe. So,
Poinsettia.
poinsettia. I will come to poinsettia.
okay.
So none of
Jump in the
those plants are Australian. The holly and the ivy are both considered weeds in many parts of the country. And holly bushes don't produce their signature red fruit at this time of year. They're just spiky and horrible. They're basically just green spiky leaves and no
Hollybull.
red berries. Hollible.
Are the berries poisonous?
Probably. Yeah, I wouldn't eat them.
Probably. No, yeah. I reckon they are.
As with everything, don't eat it unless you know exactly what it is and what it will do to you.
Don't put it in your mouth unless you know where it's been.
Yeah.
I mean, no. Anyway,
So yeah, they don't produce that fruit in Australia at this time of year anyway.
Yeah.
And they are considered weeds in large parts of the country, as is ivy in large parts of the country. And you know, it probably bringing a tree into the house in the dead of winter in Northern Europe might be a cheery idea. The fresh pine smell would have freshened up the air of a winter being shut indoors, I imagine, back in the olden days.
Pine fresh, just like an air freshener.
Yeah, I've actually smelt a pine tree that smells like those pine scented air fresheners, and I was amazed that it actually was a real similar smell. But obviously in Australia, if you bring a pine tree cut into your house in the middle of summer, it'll just drop all of its leaves on the ground and die in about 2 days.
yeah, they do that.
They do that.
They really
yeah.
do.
They really do.
And you know, you probably bring in spiders and ants and stuff as well because they're just growing out in the world.
It's the middle of summer.
Nobody wants that for Christmas, really.
Spider bite. It's worse than a lump of coal.
That's if you've been really, really naughty.
Really, really naughty.
Yeah.
In the Ukraine, there is there is a Christmas legend about a Christmas spider, and so they actually decorate their trees with spider webs and that kind of thing.
Is that where tinsel came from? Spider webs?
I'm not sure that's where tinsel came from. It was some poor family who couldn't afford to decorate their tree, and then they woke up in the morning and this spider had built this beautiful web on the
that's
tree.
I'm just going to
Incredible.
assume that the spiders in the Ukraine are not as venomous as the spiders found
Sure,
in
you assume
Australia. Now, there are other plants associated with Christmas. Poinsettias, for example, which Claire mentioned earlier, have bright red bracts around their flowers and contrast with the green leaves. It makes it very
Beautiful.
Christmassy.
So what's a bract?
A bract is it's sort of between a leaf and a flower petal. You know, it's just not part of the flower. It's just a part of the plant around the flower that people mistake for flowers all the time. So just to confuse them, they called it something else. But you know, the red and the green leaves make for a lovely Christmas. You know, very traditional Christmas seasonal colours. But again, not particularly suited to Australia. They're Mexican plants that flower in winter. And they don't flower in the southern hemisphere summer, so the bracts don't go red and they just look like a little bush. Unless you trick them into thinking it's winter, and that's what a lot of very clever horticulturists do by shading them appropriately and making them think the days are shorter and things like that. So, again, not a particularly Australian Christmas-appropriate plant. There's a number of lilies which are known in Australia as Christmas lilies. Most of them flower in late spring and early summer, which matches up to Christmas here. But obviously they're not called Christmas lilies in other parts of the world. We just call them that because they happen to flower in Australia at Christmas time. So we're kind of just lying about what they're really called. And this is one of the things with common names of plants, is that you're not really defining what a plant is if you just say, well, we call it this, and someone down the road calls it something else, or someone in another country calls it something else, which is why plants have actual proper botanical species names. Now, there are a number of Australian plants which are commonly known as Christmas bushes, and this is where we get into the common name problem and why plants need botanical names. So, the number of plants called Christmas bushes, they're not all the same plant. They're not the same species. So the New South Wales Christmas bush is botanically known as Ceratopetalum gummiferum, and it flowers in the lead up to the solstice every year, which is around about Christmas time, and therefore got christened the Christmas bush. Christened, I guess, is probably appropriate for Christmas, isn't it? But the flowers are actually tiny and white, and again, it's got these sepals, which are a different part of the flower that actually gives the plant its colourful, what people think are flowers. They're not actually flowers.
But they're white.
The flowers are white, the sepals are red.
Ah.
And they go deep pink to red after the flower has been fertilized. So the
Okay.
flower flowers and then the sepals of the flower go red and it looks like there's a red flower.
Ah.
So that's a very Christmassy kind of thing. Victorians, not to be outdone, have their own Christmas bush, which is called Prostanthera lasianthus. And it's a flowering plant in the mint family. So it's not even closely related to the...
Does it look similar?
No, not at all. So it has completely different flowers that are white with purple and yellow markings.
Oh, that doesn't sound very Christmassy at
No,
all.
it just
No.
happens to flower around this time of year.
And
So,
Victorians still call it Christmas bush.
Victorian Christmas bush, yeah.
Victorian Christmas bush.
Yeah, we've
Lesser
definitely
Christmas
we've
bush.
definitely put our foot down. It's Victorian Christmas bush.
Ah.
The New South Wales Christmas bush is endemic to New South Wales, meaning its original distribution was confined to New South Wales. The Victorian Christmas bush is found all the way down the east coast from Queensland to Tasmania. So
It's not even Christmassy.
yeah, possibly more of a claim to being a more national symbol. Sorry to people in WA, it doesn't grow over there. Although it would, you could grow it there if you wanted to. You could probably grow both of them in WA if
We
you wanted
could call
to.
it Eastern Standard Christmas bush.
Eastern Standard, yeah, Eastern Standard Christmas bush. That would be good. But there's also the Tasmanian Christmas bush, so called because it grows in Tasmania and all over the country, except in WA and the Northern Territory.
So what do they do? What do they do in WA? Do they have a WA Christmas bush?
No,
Oh,
not as far as I know.
I always thought
Need to get
Sturt's
one.
desert pea's pretty Christmassy as well.
Does it flower at this time of year? That's the
Oh,
key
that is
feature of
key,
the
yeah.
plant.
What about kangaroo paw? I know that flowers this time of the year. It's pretty Christmassy.
I think we've passed flowering for the kangaroo paw
have
as
we?
well. Well, in
Oh.
Victoria, maybe in
Maybe in-
WA,
yeah.
it might be still out. And it's not really a bush, it's sort of a clump.
If there are any Western Australians out there who have an idea about what we should call the Australian or the Western
The West
Australian Christmas bush,
I think they should get in on this game because
yeah,
it's
please let us know.
yeah, they need their own Christmas bush.
So yeah, the Tasmanian Christmas bush grows everywhere and it flowers in summer as well. It flowers all through the year as well, which is also another reason why it shouldn't be called the Tasmanian Christmas bush because it's found outside of Tasmania all over the place and it flowers all the time. So terribly named, common name there. There's one other Christmas bush I wanted to mention, which is not Australian, but it is a Southern Hemisphere resident, which is the New Zealand Christmas bush.
Hey,
The Metrosideros excelsa, which flowers at this time of year. And it actually is a pretty spectacular. You've probably seen one of these flowering at this time of year and haven't known what it is. Well, that's what it is. It's got huge red, sort of fluffy looking flowers with lots of little bits of flower coming out. Not petals, but sort of like a eucalyptus flower.
Oh,
That's kind of
right.
what they look
yeah.
like. So it's
yeah.
in the Myrtaceae
Yeah.
family. But you've probably seen them around and not known what they are. Well, that's what they are. It's the New Zealand Christmas bush. So I just thought, if you're looking around for Christmassy plants, there's a lot more locally relevant, Southern Hemisphere specific plants that look amazing at Christmas time. And maybe we could, have some of them as our Christmas icons in the future. Across Australia on the Community Radio Network, you're listening to Lost in Science.
Well, it's Christmas time, and something that Australians love to do at Christmas is eat seafood.
crustaceans.
Crustaceans.
Christmas.
Crustacean-mas, prawns, and also, fish and oysters,
Oh, yeah.
lobsters if you're flush with money. But why just eat our sea life at Christmas when there are also plenty of amazing, incredible creatures in the ocean that are actually, or have been named, to be Christmas themed.
Christmas-themed ocean life.
Christmas-themed ocean life.
I am skeptical.
We could be,
like a Santa ray. Oh, sorry, manta ray.
I love like the idea of a manta ray with a little Santa hat on.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty great. Anyway, I think we should be celebrating these Christmas-themed ocean life.
Okay.
Decorating maybe our Christmas trees with these Christmas-themed ocean life. And pretty much...
If the tree's not going to last through the summer, I don't think the sea life's going to smell much good
no.
after a day or two.
I mean, you don't decorate your Christmas tree with an actual reindeer. You decorate your Christmas tree with an image of a reindeer.
Depends how rich you are.
All right. Okay.
Okay,
Let me start.
show us what you got, show us what you
First
got.
one is the Christmas tree worm. Have you guys ever seen one of these things?
No. Does it
Okay.
infest your Christmas tree?
They look exactly like small Christmas trees,
Oh
and they stick out of coral.
I'm gonna
If you've ever been diving
Google this.
on a coral reef, you'll probably remember Christmas tree worms. They're small spiral-like worms that burrow into coral, and they sort of look like a Dr. Seuss type of Christmas tree. They come out in little spirals, but with that very distinctive sort of conical shape.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
and
like
they're
what a
in-
graphic designer would draw a Christmas tree if they're in a hurry. And just like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You can get away with just a triangle these days.
yeah.
And they come in blues, yellows, reds, oranges.
All the traditional colours of a tree.
All the traditional colour. Yeah, well, they're Dr. Zeus
Oh, okay, yeah.
recreations.
like,
you
like
know.
you said, you could just cover them with tinsel, and as long as they're the right shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, surprising fact about the Christmas tree worm, even though it's a worm, it lives for a long time. Some of these Christmas tree worms live a lot longer than your actual Christmas tree in your house, which only lives for, a couple of days after you put it in there. These guys live for 30 years.
Oh.
Yeah, which is a long time for a worm.
So that's a lot of Christmases.
It's a lot of Christmases, yeah. Bang for your buck. All right, second critter, the candy cane prawn.
Candy cane.
Yeah, most
prawn.
prawns just look a bit like a candy cane anyway. I mean,
Yeah, but that's when they've been cooked. This guy
Oh.
hasn't been cooked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, this is like
So is red and white striped before it's been
before
cooked?
it's been cooked.
And what does it look like after it's cooked?
I don't know. I'm not cooking the candy cane prawn. I'm just telling you all about it. I imagine it would be probably go to, I don't know, translucent. Go opposite, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, it's a type of shrimp, as you can imagine. But what else is really cool about the candy cane prawn is it's known as the Randall's. It's also known as Randall's pistol shrimp. And it's got a mutualistic relationship with something called Randall's prawn goby. So
Is
a
that
goby's a
fish?
little fish. A
Yeah,
goby's
yeah.
a little fish, yeah. So the goby fish are like the standover, like they're the protectionists for our little candy cane prawn. And they are incredibly loyal to the candy cane prawn, which is really good because the candy cane prawn doesn't have very good eyesight. And they're so loyal, these gobies even hang out with the candy cane prawn after they find a mate and settle down. They still allow the candy cane prawn to live with them.
Yes, that's like the annoying friend who can't get over that you've settled down and you don't want to hang out with them anymore.
I know. It is a bit like
Poor
the annoying
Goby.
friend.
Poor Goby.
Poor Goby. Anyway, look, I took it a different way, and I thought that the candy cane prawn evokes some sort of family spirit, family Christmas spirit, Stu.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Goodwill to all Gobies.
Goodwill to all Gobies. My third critter is the angel of the ocean. It is the sea angel, which is a pretty incredible species of animal. It's actually gastropod, which is the same family as snails and slugs. They sound very serene and ethereal, and they totally are very beautiful things. You should look them up. They have no shell and don't look like slugs either, but they're sort of translucent, and then they have these wing-like structures that are actually called parapodia that they flap angelically to get from A to B.
So they sort of fly under the water.
Yeah.
get around.
So they max out at about 5 centimeters, but they're still small angels of the ocean. But get this, there is one species of sea angel that comes from the South Pole, and it has the ability to produce a molecule that stops its predators eating it. So this molecule is called pteranone. Anyway, there's a species of crustacean, of krill, that sees that this sea angel isn't being eaten because it's producing this molecule around it and protecting itself. It sees that, and then it takes the sea angel, or as the scientists say, it abducts it, and holds onto it and carries it around for protection.
What?
Yes. So there's
Wow.
yeah.
Welcome to the pteranone.
But, if that isn't what being a sea angel is all about,
A guardian angel.
A guardian angel for a krill.
Amazing.
Amazing, right? And my last critter is the inimitable Christmas Island crab, which not only comes from Christmas Island, but is also coloured red. These crabs are well known for a couple of reasons. Firstly, they are in huge numbers, having been recorded a couple of years ago at over 40 million crabs in a very small area of Christmas Island. And they make an annual migration across the island to the ocean where they spawn, and it's one of the world's greatest wildlife spectacles, seeing millions of crabs spawn. It sounds sort of disgusting, but it is, incredible.
Do they do it at Christmas time?
Oh, that's a really good question. I do not have the answer to that. Unfortunately, Christmas Island has been invaded by, wait for it, yellow crazy ants back in the 20th century. So like between 1950 and 1930, the crazy ants arrived on Christmas Island. And since then, they've built these super colonies, and they've actually sort of decimated the Christmas Island crab population. The Australian government does have a plan for how they're going to manage those super colonies of crazy ants. But yes, it is a bit of a threat to our poor Christmas Island red crab at the moment. So yeah, this year while you're chowing down on oysters and prawns, spare a moment for our incredible Christmas themed ocean animals out there. And hey, maybe you want to hang an ornament, not an actual candy cane prawn, on your tree. And yeah, or maybe instead of getting yourself a Christmas tree, maybe get yourself a Christmas tree worm. Or maybe not. Maybe just appreciate them.
Anyway, are you ready for your quiz, guys?
Yes.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Excellent. Now I will own your quizmaster, and I will keep score as well. I have my Christmas quizmaster hat on, as you can see.
Yeah, and for our listeners, they probably don't know this, but your birthday is actually the 24th of December.
It is Christmas Eve.
So happy birthday,
Thank you,
Chris.
Thank you. I'm glad someone
Chris
remembered.
Quizmaster.
Okay, well, let us dive right in and let us see some randomly chosen questions vaguely relating to science and vaguely relating to Christmas. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, so Christmas is often believed to be associated with the solstice.
Yeah.
What date is the summer
Bing,
solstice
bing,
in Australia?
bing.
Claire?
Ho, ho, ho.
Yes?
The 21st of December?
No, I can't accept that, I'm afraid. Stu, do you want to have a go?
Is it 22nd of December?
22nd December, I believe, this year is the summer solstice. There will be no correspondence entered into, so 1 point to Stu. Okay, this one might be a good one. Now, this is a story that you may have some knowledge of, Claire. So this is one for you. Okay, so Christmas beetles, which are native to Australia, of course, they are related to which type of insect that is very ecologically very important and sacred to the ancient Egyptians?
Bing, bing, bing.
Yes?
Is it the scarab beetle?
It is the scarab beetle. They own the scarab family. Christmas beetles, they of course are the shiny beetles that you see around Christmas time. The numbers are apparently declining, believed to be because of habitat loss. Like their larvae feed on the roots of native grasses, and there are fewer native grasses than there were. So, sad
And
story.
also the adults feed on eucalyptus leaves, and there's probably less forests than there were
there
too.
are too.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. What else we got? What is the amino acid that is associated with turkey and sleepiness?
Tryptophan. Oh, sorry, I should have gone. Ding, 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 ding. Tryptophan.
It is. Thank you, Stu. Is it really associated? Is it really a plausible thing that turkey makes you sleepy because of tryptophan?
No, apparently not.
No, because turkey does not have large amounts of tryptophan compared to
Compared to
other
other
meats.
things.
Yeah.
I think the main reason is that people get up early to open their presents, and then they get tired after lunch.
And they eat and drink a lot as well.
Yeah. Funny about that.
Okay, on a Christmas food theme. Here we go. Here's a physics question. Got to go squeeze some physics questions in.
Here we go.
Okay. Have you heard of the plum pudding model of the atom?
Yes, is that where the sort of the electrons are just sort of stuck in it, like raisins in a plum pudding?
That's correct. Can you tell me, though, the name of the New Zealand-born physicist who proved it wrong?
Rutherford.
Yes, it is Rutherford. Thank you. Ernest Rutherford.
I only know that because of young Einstein.
Yeah. So what are we on now? We've got, I think, 3 points to Stu, 1 point to Claire. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm going to look up that solstice question.
Totally can. Okay, here's a question for you. What year was the last documented white Christmas in Australia?
Whoa. Can you give us...
I'm going to guess it was in the 30s.
It could be like when this is me from googling my perfunctory googling the most reliable date that came up, not the 30s.
Okay.
White Christmas, what? Anywhere in Australia?
Yeah, anywhere in Australia.
Okay, so maybe somewhere in Tasmania?
I'm not looking at the location.
What?
I'm not looking for the location. I'm looking for the year.
Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to get some more information
yeah,
from
sure.
you. Is it Tasmania?
There was snow in Tasmania, also in Victoria and parts of New South Wales even.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. 1955. It was a very cold year.
Later.
Oh, really? 1975?
Later. Stu?
1985?
I can see a pattern forming here. Later.
1995?
Later.
1998?
Later.
2003?
Later.
What?
2015?
Earlier.
Ooh.
2010?
Earlier.
2008?
Earlier.
2007?
Earlier.
2006?
Stu! Yes, 4 points to Stu now. Yes, it was
Yes,
2006.
we can all count.
It was 2006. No, I don't remember. It wasn't unseasonably warm. There was I was in Melbourne at the time. There was actually a lot of rain and hail on Christmas Day in Melbourne, but there was snow in the alpine areas of Victoria and New South Wales and snow on Mount Wellington in Hobart.
Probably should remember that, but didn't.
Okay, so we've got 4 points to Stu, 1 point to Claire. Claire, is there a genre of questions that you would like?
No.
Okay.
No, that's right.
Okay.
Christmas genre.
Okay, I'll give you two more questions. Okay, here's a quick one. Put your water bottle down.
And your thinking cap on.
Right. What are reindeer also known as in North America?
Okay.
Yes?
Are they caribou?
Yes, correct. 2 points to Claire, 4 points to Stu. I don't think Claire can get this. We have one more question. Here we go. Aside from the 29th of February, I want you to tell me what date of the year has the least common of having your birthday.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yes.
Christmas Day?
Yes, that was a gimme question. Christmas Day is the least common day for having a birthday.
Is it really?
It is. It is followed by Boxing Day and New Year's Day. So there was a study done over a 10-year period from 2007 to 2016. There were 4,388 births in total on Christmas Day, compared to an average across the year of 8,047. So almost half.
So do people just get induced early?
Yeah, like you think about, we can count cesarean sections and induced
Yeah.
pregnancy, those kind of things. And the most popular day was 17th of September, I will say, with 8,862, which suggests that while Christmas and New Year period is not a popular time to give birth, it is a popular time to conceive. So at the end of our Christmas quiz round, I believe Stu is just ahead 4 points to 3. Stu wins Christmas for this year. Yes, that is it for our Christmas episode of Lost in Science. I hope you've been as Christmassy as us, and that you listen out for Science Claus when he comes on your roof with his accurate,
Science
scientifically
Claus
accurate.
sounds very, very painful.
Does it? Yeah. Lost in Science, it is recorded at studios of 3CR in Melbourne and airs across Australia on the Community Radio Network. With the support of the Community Broadcasting Foundation, we'd love you to get in touch with us. Send us a Christmas card at lostinsci@gmail.com, or send us your Christmas greetings over Twitter, or on Facebook, send us one of those Christmas memes. We are Lost in Science on 3CR, or listen to our podcast. Great listening over Christmas lunch. You can just put on the Lost in Science podcast and everyone will be entertained. Or you can just listen to us on the radio, I guess.
Yeah.
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 When next week, which will be New Year's, our New Year's end of year special.
Yes.
Yes. Claire, Stu, and Chris will get
Lost in
Science. Merry Christmas.
Thanks for listening to a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online.